One of my seminar participants told me this. He said, "Money is like food. When you have enough of it, you don't think about it at all. But when you are deprived of it for any period of time, you think of nothing else." More people are achieving financial independence and becoming self-made millionaires today at a faster rate than ever before. A great majority of self-made millionaires and even self-made billionaires are first. Generation success stories. This means they started their working lives with little or nothing and they earned it all from the first dollar. The fact that so many hundreds of thousands and millions of other people have gone from rags to riches in a single generation is ample proof that you can do it as well. You only need to learn how. It's really quite a simple thing to become a self-made millionaire. If you simply save $100 per month year in and year out from the age of 20 to the age of 65, and you invest that money in a well-managed mutual fund invested in the American stock market, you would earn an average of 10.8% per annum on your investment. At that rate, $100 per month would be worth more than $1,200,000 when you retire. The most successful people in every society are those with a long-time perspective. They develop a long-time horizon. They think and plan 10, 20, and even 40 years into the future. They then organize their daily and weekly activities in such a way that everything they do is consistent with the long-term goals they want to achieve. This is especially true with regard to achieving financial independence. You and everyone else have a series of goals, either clear or fuzzy. Each of these goals is organized in a hierarchy. Each of your goals is ranked consciously or unconsciously from your most important to your least important. The reason that people do not achieve financial independence is that, although it is a goal, it is not a primary goal. It is merely one of many goals that they think about from time to time. When it comes time to act or spend, there are other goals for immediate pleasure and gratification. For example, take precedence. It's only when you take the goal of financial independence and move it right up to the top of your hierarchy of values that you begin to get your financial life under control. Remember the great principle. You become what you think about most of the time. In thousands of interviews, researchers have discovered that self-made millionaires in the area of money think about financial independence most of the time. They organize their entire lives around saving and accumulating. They think continually about how they can earn or acquire more and better invest and deploy their savings. The fact is, you are not going to win the lottery. Unfortunately, there is no distant relative who is going to die and leave you a lot of money. You're not going to discover gold or make a lucky hit in the stock market. The only way that you're going to achieve financial independence is with a long-time perspective by saving and investing your money month after month and year after year, until you have enough that you never have to worry about money again. For most people, money means freedom, one of the highest of all human values. It means the ability to be and do what you want and to buy the things you need without worrying about the cost. Freedom is a powerful driving force that has determined the course of human history. Is freedom one of your values? For many people, some of the values associated with money are security, independence, success, status, adventure, and even love, especially the love and respect of others. So what are your personal values with regard to money? Here's an important point. If you have negative values with regard to money, these values can sabotage you throughout your entire life. One of the smartest things that you can do for the rest of your life is to admire, respect, and look up to people who have achieved financial success. This is because you always move in the direction of that which you most admire and respect. The more you admire and respect financial success, the more likely you are to do the same things that financially successful people do. Eventually, you'll become the kind of person who achieves financial success yourself. Imagine that your financial life was perfect in every respect. Create a clear mental picture of your distant financial future as if your every financial dream had been realized. What does it look like? How much would you like to be worth when you retire or stop working? What kind of a lifestyle would you like to have at that time? How much will you have to save and invest every month, every year to reach your long-term financial goals? These are questions that most people seldom ask or answer. Imagine that you have no limitations on your long-term ability to achieve financial independence. Imagine that you have all the time and all the resources that you require. Imagine that you have all the knowledge and all the experience you need. Imagine that you have all the contacts and all the opportunities you could ask for. If you could design your financial life to be perfect in every way with no limitations, what would it look like? Imagine that you have finally achieved a net worth of $10 million. What would you do? How would you change your life if you were completely independent financially? Make up a dream list of every single thing you would want in your life, tangible and intangible, if you had all the money you would ever need. The greater clarity you have regarding your long-term financial future, the faster you will attract the people and resources that you will need to achieve it into your life, and the more rapidly you will realize your vision. In general, you should have 4 financial goals. First, you want to earn as much as you can. Second, you want to spend as little as you can. Third, you want to save and invest as much as possible. And fourth, you want to protect yourself against unexpected reversals and lawsuits. The achievement of each of these goals is very much under your control. Perhaps the best measure you can use if financial independence is your goal is to determine how much money you will need each month, each year, to live comfortably, and then calculate how long you could sustain your current lifestyle on your current savings. This number is called your run rate or your burn rate. This is a calculation of how long you can survive with what you have accumulated up to now. This is the best measure of your overall financial health. This is a great focal point. Set clear financial goals and targets for each part of your financial life, both for the short term and for the long term. Examine every expenditure in your life and look for ways to reduce your monthly living costs. Set a goal to cut your expenses by 10% or 20% over the next 90 days. Make cost control and cost cutting a regular part of your life, no matter how much you earn. Since you become what you think about most of the time, the more time you spend thinking about your money, the better you will become in terms of managing it. The first knowledge that you will require to achieve financial independence is the knowledge of exactly how much you are earning today, how much you are spending each month, and how much you are worth right now. You should keep a list of every dollar you spend and analyze your list regularly. The more attention you pay to your day-to-day spending, the smarter and more aware you will become regarding the amount of money flowing through your fingers. Here's a rule that will virtually guarantee that you become wealthy over the course of your working lifetime. Save and invest 50% of any increase that you earn in your salary or compensation for the rest of your career. You can still spend the other 50% of the increase on improving your standard of living, but resolve today to save half of every increase for the rest of your career. This discipline alone will assure that you achieve financial independence, and probably several years before you expect. Apply the 80-20 rule to your job every day. Identify the 20% of your tasks that account for 80% of the value of everything you do. Resolve to focus more and more of your attention on becoming better and better at those few activities that are worth more than all the rest. There are certain habits and behaviors that lead inevitably to financial success. The first and most important habit is for you to pay yourself first. As George Clason wrote in his classic book, The Richest Man in Babylon, a part of all you earn is yours to keep. Pay yourself first off the top. Your goal is to eventually save 10 to 20% of your income throughout your life. Your aim should be to put this amount away regularly, to invest it with experts, and to let it grow over time. If you cannot afford to save 10% of your income, begin by saving 1% of your income. Begin saving and investing even before you pay off your debts. Begin putting money away before you pay down the amounts that you owe. This is very important. By developing the habit of saving a certain percentage of what you earn off the top of every single paycheck, you will eventually change your entire attitude towards yourself and money. The most important habit you can develop to achieve financial independence is the habit of frugality. Carefully consider every expense before you make it. If possible, delay a large purchase for a day, a week, a month, or even longer. Take that time to think about it before you commit. Perhaps the most helpful habit of all is for you to learn to enjoy the very act of saving and investing. When you begin to look forward to every opportunity to put money away, you change your entire attitude toward money and investments. You begin to get tremendous pleasure and satisfaction from seeing your savings and investments grow over time. There are 4 activities that you should engage in every single day to guarantee that you achieve financial independence. The first is to carefully evaluate every expenditure before you make it. Delay every expenditure that you possibly can. Put it off until later, if you make it at all. The second thing that you should do is to set clear goals and targets for the amounts that you intend to earn and keep. Measure your results against these targets every week and every month. What gets measured gets done. The third activity is for you to look for ways to reduce your monthly expenditures and instead save the money. Cut out all non-essential expenses. Keep asking yourself, do I really need this? And if you don't buy it or don't spend it. Set it as a goal to reduce your monthly cost of living by as much as you can, as quickly as possible. Remember, every dollar that you can save from your monthly expenses is an additional dollar that you can put into your financial freedom account. The fourth activity is for you to take every opportunity that you possibly can to increase your value, to increase your earning ability. Look for ways to upgrade your knowledge and skills. Concentrate on getting better at those activities that contribute the greatest value to yourself and your company. Become totally focused on making more and saving more every single day. Financial success is predictable. It has never been more possible for you to earn and keep more money than it is today. There are hundreds of thousands and even millions of self-made millionaires, all of whom started with nothing and who began using the practices and processes described in this session. Your job is to become one of them. Begin today